Movies are always more appealing to the eye whenever they are filmed in an area with pretty scenery. Movies like Avatar shows how a computer can assist in creating a beautiful backdrop, but I'll always personally prefer movies filmed on location where there is a natural lighting and everything just looks more real. This is one of the many reasons I prefer older movies to newer movies. When characters are outside in an older movie, it actually looks like they are outside. The movie I will be talking about today has a great location picked as its setting to provide a more rugged type of scenery, and that is the Badlands. A portion of this movie takes place in the Badlands, however, apparently those scenes were filmed in Colorado, which is interesting to say the least. But the scenery definitely passes as the Badlands for someone who doesn't live in the area, and the setting just adds an extra layer of intrigue to the movie. For those unfamiliar with the Badlands, it is a 1973 movie directed by Terrence Malick, starring Martin Sheen as a 25-year-old greaser named Kit, and Sissy Spacek as Kit's younger girlfriend Holly. The plot kicks off when Holly's dad doesn't agree with Holly being with Kit, so Kit ends up killing her dad, and together they run off attempting to start a new life together. The story is a dramatization of the real-life murder spree of Charles Starkweather. It is an extremely loose interpretation, though. With it being about a murdering spree, there is some good action in the film, but that is really not the purpose of the movie or its strength. The movie is great at building tension and developing the two main characters. It's a story where you know the main characters are evil, so you're just along for the ride to see how the story will. After looking at some reviews, it is a movie that I would classify as underexposed. All the reviews for it are very impressive, so the people that watched it loved it, but not many people have seen it. It seemed to have lost money when it was released in 1973 and wasn't even on the top 100 movies of that year's box office number. The director, Terrence Malick, has become more popular and has a cult following, so it seems the biggest drive to watch this movie is for fans of Terrence going back to watch his directorial debut. I personally think the movie is worth watching even if you are unfamiliar with the director, as it's just a good tension-building drama, as long as you don't mind watching a movie where the main characters are villains, that is. My favorite scene was how the final chase ended. I won't spoil it, but it just made Kit's character even more interesting. My least favorite part was the double references about Kit being like James Dean. I'm just not a huge fan of movies referencing other movies. It was obvious that Martin Sheen was doing a James Dean personality, so I don't get why they pointed it out to the audience twice. It could have been put in there as saying that the James Dean personality is responsible for these careless teenagers responsible for the shootings, or maybe I'm just reading too far into it. Overall, I rate this movie 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely watch it again, as it is a very visual movie, and there's probably a lot of subtle details I missed on my first watch. But anyways, thanks for watching. I've only seen one other Terrence Malick film in my life, and that was The Tree of Life. So let me know which Terrence Malick film I should watch next. Thank you.